A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a tense town hall meeting held on Friday in Butler County, Iowa, Republican Senator Joni Ernst faced a barrage of criticism from her constituents regarding proposed cuts to Medicaid as part of President Trump's legislative agenda. The gathering, which was marked by heated exchanges, underscored the growing discontent among voters about the potential impacts of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act passed by House Republicans last week. The bill, which aims to implement significant reforms to Medicaid and other programs, has raised alarms among many Iowans who fear that the changes could endanger the health and well-being of vulnerable populations. Constituents expressed their worries that cuts to Medicaid would lead to dire consequences for those who rely on the program for essential health care and nutrition support. One audience member passionately shouted, "People are going to die," in response to Ernst's remarks about eligibility requirements for Medicaid. In a moment that sparked further outrage, Ernst quipped, "Well, we all are going to die," a comment that did not sit well with the audience. As tensions escalated, Ernst attempted to clarify her stance, assuring attendees that those who meet the eligibility requirements for Medicaid would be protected. "Medicaid is extremely important here in the state of Iowa," she stated, emphasizing her commitment to supporting the most vulnerable. However, her insistence on removing individuals deemed ineligible for the program was met with skepticism and anger from the crowd. Critics of the proposed legislation argue that many working individuals who rely on Medicaid do so because they earn low wages, and cutting their access to health care would only exacerbate their struggles. One constituent named Jen passionately voiced her concerns, stating, "That is why they are on Medicaid, and that is why they deserve Medicaid." The atmosphere in the room was charged, with numerous audience members calling for increased taxes on the wealthiest Americans to fund social programs instead of cutting benefits for those in need. Ernst's efforts to defend the bill were met with boos and jeers, illustrating the widespread anxiety surrounding the future of Medicaid in Iowa. The proposed legislation is part of a broader spending package that Republicans are pushing through Congress, which also includes extending the Trump-era tax cuts and increasing funding for border security and defense. While Republicans claim the bill will target waste, fraud, and abuse in the Medicaid system, many constituents remain unconvinced of its benefits. The Congressional Budget Office has yet to score the Medicaid provisions, but concerns about the potential impacts are mounting as the Senate prepares to modify the bill. Ernst's comments regarding the importance of right-sizing the federal government and allowing states to take on more responsibilities were met with skepticism from attendees, with one audience member shouting chaos in response. Despite the backlash, Ernst maintained her position, stating that it is necessary to address the country's staggering $36 trillion debt. The town hall was just one of several recent events where Republican lawmakers have faced vocal opposition from constituents regarding the proposed cuts to critical social programs. As the debate over health care continues to unfold, it remains to be seen how these discussions will influence public opinion and legislative outcomes in the coming weeks. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.